Hey everyone, it is Monday, July 10th. The time right now is 5:41 p.m. and the temperature is around 28 degrees Celsius. And I'm here at Queen Street West and University Avenue. And I'm currently walking east along the south side of Queen Street West. And there's the Four Seasons Center for the Performing Arts on the right. And a Queens Streetcar replacement bus rolls by, and that's... I'll look up University Avenue, and it looks like all the lanes on the east side of the street have been closed in both directions, and everything is squished over on the west side. But for this one, I'm gonna walk over to York Street, which is coming up ahead in a block. And then I'm gonna walk south through the financial district, down the entire length of York Street to Love Park. And I heard a rumor, or I guess I read a post on Reddit to be more specific, that the water in the newly opened heart-shaped pond at Love Park has turned green. Apparently it's being overrun by algae today. So we'll see if that's still the case. But it seemed like a good excuse to get out and go for a walk down York Street. And on the right here is the rather nondescript Four Seasons Center for the Performing Arts, as I mentioned earlier. That functions as the city's opera house. And that opened up in 2006. It seats around 2,000 people. It was built on a bit of a shoestring budget, that's why it's not particularly impressive to look at or anything. And at the north end of York Street is Osgoode Hall, and just beside that is City Hall. And there's the Brutalist Sheridan Hotel. And this is Richmond Street West. So I'm now walking south down the east side of York Street. And I'm a little bit late to catch the rush hour crowd here in the financial district. And I used to work at a company in this area at First Canadian Place, and my first day at work, my boss treated me to a lunch here at this keg. They've got a nice patio in behind it.
Dawn, how are you?
You're running so
This isn't the busiest street in the financial district. It's almost all the way over on the west side. It's bound by University Avenue to the west, Front Street to the south, where I'm heading.
Oh yeah, how was that? What's your
And
take
Queen
on
Street behind me, and Yonge Street to the east of here. There's the building I used to work at. And this is Adelaide Street, which I think has the city's best skyscraper canyon. There's a walk sign, although these cars don't exactly have good visibility, and I've heard the bike lanes are a total gong show along here, and that seems to be the case. I'm not sure if my camera overheated, but it just shut itself off. I don't think it would overheat in this. There's a look along Piper Street.
Well, the way they did it, like they had the, but there's two people, I guess, really not a
And on the left here, we have the Royal York Hotel. And there is Union Station on the right. The Royal York Hotel on the left. So once I am south of Front Street here, I'll be out of the financial district and in what is known as the South Core.
Like, it's so much cooler.
And it's worth noting that University Avenue, which runs parallel to York Street, ends here, and it merges into York Street, and then York Street once again becomes a two-way street south of Front. And now I have a choice. I could cut through Union Station and walk indoors. But then my claim of walking south down all of York Street would be a bit disingenuous, so let's stick to the exhaust-filled underpass here, heading underneath the rail corridor. I can cheat a little bit. And this street coming up is Raptors Way on the left. And that leads towards Scotiabank Arena. And on the right is Bremner Boulevard. This last leg was named after the Raptors, after they won their recent NBA championship. And the stretch of Peter Street leading down to the Sky Dome was named Blue Jays Way after their first World Series win. I don't think we'll be hearing many streets being named after the Maple Leafs in our lifetime, but who knows, maybe someday. There's a look towards the Scotiabank Arena, where the Leafs and Raptors play. And the Sky Dome off to the west. Here's a busy patio. And across the street, Toronto's most notorious Airbnb condos, the ICE condos. Apparently there was a fire on one of the balconies earlier. I read that on another post on Reddit. It doesn't look like I'll be making the next light cycle. There you can see both of the ICE condos. There's all sorts of horror stories of people moving in there and dealing with noisy neighbors and backed up elevators. They're really just giant unregulated hotels. But just south of here is Love Park. This whole area is not particularly pedestrian friendly. This is Lakeshore Boulevard heading underneath the Gardner Expressway. And that building there is One York. And the main tenant was supposed to be a Target in the retail area. And now the Second City occupies that spot. I think someone fell asleep at the wheel in that car. But we're about to find out if that green water problem still persists at Love Park. So Love Park is just up ahead here. It occupies a spot that was previously an off-ramp from the highway. That was removed in 2016 to 2017. And I did a video a few weeks ago when it opened in June. I was there on its inaugural day. It features a large heart-shaped pond, and apparently the water circulation system has failed. That's caused a buildup of algae and green water. That's sort of the centerpiece of the park. There's also a number of bronze critters. I don't know if they're made of bronze, but they look like it. Around the park. And there's a bathroom as well, and a cafe. I think the city also intends to hold different public events and gatherings in the space. But what brought me down here today was just to check out the color of the water. This street here is Harbor Street. I'll get my camera ready for a rare Instagram photo. And it appears to be true at this yucky green looking water here. That lady just told the kid in her stroller that the water is dirty. Apparently the city is aware of the problem and they're on it. There's some water being circulated. My camera's a little foggy. And just across the street is the Harborfront Center. And Lake Ontario. I actually don't think the green water is all that bad. And apparently there's always people, or at least often people and kids waiting in this, which they're not supposed to do. Maybe this will at least keep them out. There's the Impact Cafe. It's a big production. And there's what I meant when I said there's a lot of bronze critters around here. I found a lot more of them. On that walk I did through here on opening day. And here is Queens Quay West. There's a streetcar. I don't know how long this video is since my camera shut itself off. I was thinking maybe I'd head into the Queens Quay Streetcar stop, which I believe is the only underground streetcar station in all of Toronto that's not a terminal station. And this is Bay Street coming up. And just off to the right is where you take the ferry out to the islands. All right, do I have any chance at making the streetcar? Probably not, unless I really ran. There's a pretty good crowd there on the other side of Queens Quay. Actually, I think I could make that streetcar. Let's do it. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this one, providing I'm able to make the streetcar. Heading south down York Street to Love Park. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support the channel, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram and Threads account at Johnny Strides. And there is a super thanks button appearing below the video if you wish to say thanks that way. I'm gonna lazily go one stop north up to Union. All right, thank you for watching. And I will catch you on the next one. Yoink.
Next stop, Union Station, up Express and via rail.
Some parts are very sharp. I would say you guys do it, you can. I just don't want one mini tram. That's it. I really jump it. I go to the back, but that's cool. Yeah. Again. I forgot you're doing that. That's good because like circus. You like circus? Yeah, I like this one guy. He's like actually in the circus. He's one of our specialists. Oh yeah. He's cool. This looks like where the teenagers. They want you to think it's
The shop location here.
yeah.
Because it's cheaper.
New Toronto's is like the cheapest. I'm pretty sure Montreal is actually the cheapest. What's your own like over the like? Yeah.
Okay, so I lied. That was not the end. Not worth it. I saw that door reopen and thought there might be a chance. Okay, I mean it for realsies now, as another train is about to roll in. Looks like it was right behind that one. Yoink.
Line 1, 1 2. Please stand clear of the doors. Next station is Quay Station.